good evening, Pratiksha. So we have our panelists over here. Okay, all have got 8 to 10 years experience in banking industry and financial market. You can see Prerna madam. She is
Good
from a,
evening.
Good
yeah,
evening.
yeah. She has around 3 to 4 years experience in corporate as well as in SBI. Okay,
Okay.
and then Pankaj Jha sir is there. Uh, he has got around 10 years experience in financial market, former ICICI manager, now risk officer, okay, and served at various positions in financial market. And then we have Sasank Sinha sir is there. He is in
Hello, Pratiksha.
Punjab National Bank, okay, and he has got around 9 years of experience in banking PSU. And I myself, you know everything about me. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so we'll start it. Okay, Pratiksha.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so I'll start it. You are audible clearly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Perfectly.
Okay, fine. So yes, Pratiksha. So tell me something about yourself.
Hello, sir. My name is Pratiksha, and I'm from Udupi. My district is known as Templeton because of Shri Krishna, and it's very famous for Shri Krishna. Recently, my district has been trending globally due to hijab issue too. I completed my graduation in Bachelor of Commerce in 2016. And in my college days, I have been a good student in both academics and extracurricular activities, and I have even got the best outgoing student award in 2016. I have represented my college in various other activities such as management fests and elocutions, debates, etc. So I am very good at leadership and making, and even I'm very detail oriented. So and I'm very excited to be here today, and I'm very excited for this interview, sir.
Okay, so you told me that you have leadership quality. So tell me one example of your leadership quality, in real example in your life.
Okay. Sir, I would not like to tell about my college. I would like to use this situation to tell a real life incident instead of college incident. Sir, actually, I belong to a rural village, and here in 2017, there was a proposal to our panchayat to open a dumping yard, but our panchayat they rejected. They said that a dumping yard that will require so much financial assistance. So I collected signature of so many of our villagers, and I wrote to PMO, and now we have dumping yard in our village. Like in 2 years, the dumping yard was installed in our village.
Okay, so you have that kind of leadership quality and all,
Yes.
and you are a young student, a young aspirant in general competition. You must be trying some other competitions also. So why do you want to come to banking rather than some other sectors which will explore you more, and where you can personally as well as professionally will explore yourself more? Why banking sector?
Yes, so sir, actually, when I graduated in 2016, I had read an incident about Arundhati Bhattacharya ma'am, the chairman of SBI. I had read that she was in the Forbes influential women list, and she said to her husband that she, along with Queen of England, both are in the same list. That incident really inspired me, that how she joined as a PU and how she could get to such a level. So after my graduation, I too thought about banking. It was always at the deepest of my heart, but I gave my UPSC attempts till 2018, which was unsuccessful. So I've decided, sir, banking is the thing for me.
You did not try for SSC or state PCS?
No, sir. I'm very much comfortable with banking because banking was the thing to go if my UPSC attempts had failed. I had even started my own business called as Pachijanya Arts too. But I realized over time that banking is the thing for me.
So what kind of business?
So it was an online freelancing business
Okay.
where I had independently bidded on several projects, and I have actually got a client base from all over the world, like UK and USA. I had even the pleasure of working with King Abdullah Saudi College of Saudi University of Saudi Arabia too. So here I was giving my writing services, but over time I have realized that writing as a hobby is good, but as a profession, it's not my cup of tea.
So we have really big writers over here in our country. So
Yes.
you have one thing I am observing that there you thought something and started writing, and you even contacted some foreign and all that freelancing things you done, and you stopped it there. Okay, why? Because you thought something that it won't go good, or it won't be bread and butter earner. So you did not try that much up to that much extent, and before trying to that much extent you have stopped this doing, although that is your hobby and that is your passion, you did not proceed with it. So how can we expect that you will proceed with the banking, you will want to feel good, and you will leave the banking sector also and do something else after 2 3 years?
Sir, a very good question. Thank you. Sir, actually, yes, what I did, actually, it was my mistake that I had not found my passion so early in my life. So, actually, when I started my business, that is digital marketing, I had very high expectations that it would fetch me, it would improve my entrepreneurial skills, and it would help me manage. But even while doing that business, I thought that I have found that managing a business is what I love most. So, sir,
Man,
actually, I'm not changing my path. Actually, I'm trying to get into a managerial position.
okay. So okay, Pratiksha, you did your BCom in 2016. Why did not you pursue your higher studies, MCom and something like that?
No, sir, I was not interested in higher studies. Actually, I want to do MBA in banking too, but after a few years,
So why
with a
after,
different
so
experience.
after 2016, these are around 6 years gap is there. Okay,
Yes.
so you did not try to pursue some higher degrees, higher studies. What is the reason behind that? I want to know.
Sir, actually, I wanted to pursue higher education, but it was only limited to finance and banking. But I did not have any finance or banking experience, so I did not pursue it till now. So after I get a banking experience, I would like to pursue it
Uh,
as part time.
Higher studies has nothing to do with the banking experience. No, that will explore, that will broaden your mind, or that higher study will broaden your thinking purpose. Okay, so it is nothing to do with the banking or your working experience. Okay, studies are something different and working profile is something different, right? So
Yes.
that's why I'm asking. So these 6 years you have just done some extracurricular activities and done some freelancing, and at that point also you have not proceeded with that, you are changing your path and all. Okay, leave it, Pratiksha. I want to just know one thing that you mentioned about Sri Krishna temple, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Of which century that Sri Krishna temple is?
It's of 18th century. It
18th.
was of actually it was of sorry, sir. So it was of 16th century during Kanakadasa period.
Okay, what is the you are from Udupi, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the how this name Udupi originated? What's the meaning of this name?
Udupi? I don't know, sir. I'm sorry.
You don't know. Uh, so one thing you tell me, mm, Udupi is connected to some PSU bank. Can you tell me? Can you tell me the name of those PSU bank? How is it connected to them?
Yes, sir. It's connected to Canara Bank and Syndicate Bank. Both founders are from Udupi, Manipal area.
Canara Bank is from Udupi or Karnataka?
It's from Udupi, sir. It
Okay,
was a
okay.
spice, sir. So it was found from Manipal.
Okay, so what is the main economic activity which is being done in Udupi district?
Agriculture, sir.
Agriculture. Do you know your district GDP?
No, sir. I don't know, sir.
You do not know. What is the difference between you? You are as far as I have gone through your biodata. You have written that you are well versed in Konkani language. You know Konkani language. What is the difference between Konkani language and Kannada language?
So Kannada is a Dravidian language, whereas Konkani is from North India. It's a derivative of Hindi.
Konkani is from?
A derivative of Hindi. It is a North Indian language.
Okay.
Whereas
So
Kannada is a
mainly, but I do not think that this. Can you hear me?
yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah. So I do not think it is spoken in northern India or northern part. So what is the area? What is the reason of this Konkani language?
Goa. It is the state language of Goa.
Okay, okay. And one more thing. Do you know that one petroleum reserve has been found in your district? Where is it?
Petro. Sir, I only know that MRPL has been found, but it's in Mangalore. It's not in my district.
Okay, okay. So tell me name of some notable person from your area, from your district,
Um,
from cinema,
district.
art, anything, any notable person which you know, whom you know.
Okay. Sir, okay, sir, there is a person, Kota Karan. His name is Karan, and he's the Kannada poet. He's a very reputed Kannada poet.
Okay. The actor Guru Dutt.
No, sir, I don't follow movies. I'm sorry.
Oh, you do not follow movies. Okay. One very big star of badminton industry or badminton game. He's
No,
from.
sir.
You do not know. He's from your area.
I,
Prakash Padukone. Okay. He's from
yes, sir, I have heard of him. Yes.
Prakash Padukone and Deepika Padukone are from your area, Udupi. His native place is Udupi. Okay, one you
He's from our state. I mean, our place.
okay. Can you tell me what is the population of your district as per 2011 census?
I'm sorry, sir, I don't know.
You do not know. You told me that you had appeared in the UPSC. What do you
Yes, sir.
think that stopped you from clearing that, or what were the demerits that you observed at that point of time when you did not clear? Did you try to rectify it?
Yes, sir. So I gave two attempts at UPSC, and first attempt it was my own fault that I did not invest much time. But in my second attempt, I went to coaching. I joined Insights on India, which is in Bangalore. But I know that my weakness is multiple choice questions. I'm very bad at factual questions and data related questions. And at that time, in 2018, the paper was dominated by factual questions more. So
But
I'm
as
very
far
bad at.
See, as far as my knowledge is concerned, the questions asked in the UPSC are far more analytical than any other examinations held in India. So
Yes, sir.
I do not connect with you. I'm not in coherence with your idea that UPSC had asked some factual questions only.
Sir, it depends from year to year, sir.
Okay.
Sometimes factual are dominated, sometimes analytical are dominated.
One more question I'll ask.
Yes, sir.
As far as sex ratio is concerned, what is the sex ratio of your district?
No, no,
You don't
I
know?
don't know.
It's really interesting that female are more over there than male. Okay,
Yes.
one of the some of the districts are in India. Okay, so now let's move to Sasank sir. Sasank sir, if you want to ask something.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Pratiksha.
Yes, sir.
As I can clearly see from your profile that you have done really well in your academics.
Yes, sir.
As Pratyush sir has already mentioned that you should go for higher studies, say MCom or MBA.
Yes.
Okay, leave alone. You have completed your PG, and what were your subjects in the commerce?
I did not complete my PG, sir. I completed my graduation, and I did in my studies were financial accounting, cost accounting, banking, economics, business, business statistics, and such other subjects, sir. Because we had different subjects for every semester.
Was there any subject related to law, such as contract act, mercantile law, company law?
Um, yes, it was in first semester.
First semester.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'll test some basic knowledge of your commerce. You have mentioned that financial accounting was also one of your subjects during your
Yes, sir.
graduation.
Yes, sir.
Mm. Then please tell me what is deferred revenue expenditure in very brief.
Did for training.
Revenue expenditure and its accounting treatment.
Did for training expenditure. I don't recall, sir.
Okay, no, no issue. Uh, I will move on next question.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard about fictitious assets?
TCS.
Fictitious asset.
Fictitious asset. Yes, sir. I have heard of it.
Please
Fictitious
tell me.
assets. Fictitious assets are actually, they're not actually real assets. They're just mentioned in the books of accounts to show the transactions, whereas the transaction has not been occurred in real. They're just fake accounts shown
This
in.
is okay. This is what deferred revenue expenditure is.
Okay.
Suppose a company has decided to launch its product.
Okay.
Definitely, it will need a wider publication for this product.
Yes.
Suppose its board has taken a decision to incur a rupees 1 crore on its launching the product. Okay. The benefit of this product will not restricted to only one accounting period. It will definitely surpass over next to 4 to 5 years. Accordingly, we will apportion the expenditure incurred on the deferred revenue expenditure over several accounting period.
Okay. Okay,
In
sir.
that case, 1 crore. So, in a suppose company will spend 1 crore rupees on its product, then it will apportion 20 lakhs each for the next 5 financial years.
Yes, sir. So that profit that we have incurred will be extended. I mean, it will show the real picture.
Definitely, the
Okay.
amount, and one more thing, the entire amount will not be incurred on the next on the only one current accounting period. It will pass
Yes.
on to some 3 to 4 accounting periods.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Hmm. Now, suppose one thing, whenever we prepare balance sheet,
Yes, sir.
we need trial balance,
Yes, sir.
some additional information.
Yes, sir.
Uh, there is a one point mentioned in trial balance, wages and salaries.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Another point is salaries and wages. Tell me the difference between these two and accounting treatment of that. Wages and salaries and wages.
I don't know, sir. As far as I know, both are same. Wages and salaries and
No,
wages.
ma'am, both are not same, both are different.
I don't know,
Let me
sir.
let me tell you, whenever there is a mention of wages and salaries,
Yes,
here
sir.
wages has been mentioned first. It means this account relates with trading account.
Okay. 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 Yes, sir.
Trading account. Whenever salary what comes first, salaries and wages, it will be reflected in profit and loss account, not trading account.
Okay, sir.
This is the basic information.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
one more thing. Uh, Tell me three assets that will be shown in the balance sheet in order of their liquidity. There
In
are
order
different assets in order of the liquidity except cash. Tell me three assets.
okay. Except cash. So,
Except cash, yes.
bank balance. So cash at hand, except cash at hand, cash at bank will
No, no, no.
be
Please,
there.
please. You told bank balance.
Yes, sir.
Cash already involved in bank balance, whether it is in your hand or at bank. So except
Okay.
cash, tell me three assets.
So creditors is an asset, and our trade profit that we write in the okay.
You told credit
Fixed assets. Fixed assets.
fixed assets.
Yeah, fixed assets, which it has machinery, furniture, and all such things. And then we have working capital,
Okay.
and we have debtors and creditors.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you. What is liquidity? Suppose whenever say this asset is liquid, this particular asset is not liquid. So when we try to say that particular asset is liquid, what does it mean?
Liquid asset means that it can be easily converted into cash.
Into cash or within 1 year. Okay. Suppose you have a piece of land,
Yes, sir.
land, plant and machinery, building. It is fixed assets.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it possible? Is it possible to dispose all these assets immediately?
Not immediately, sir.
Definitely not. That's what I try to say. When I ask you questions, tell me the three assets in order of their liquidity. It means you have to tell these assets which are very liquid in their nature.
Okay, okay.
As
So
you have pointed out, yeah, fixed assets. Fixed
yes,
assets is not that liquid.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Most liquid assets are bills receivable,
Okay.
stocks.
Government
These are.
securities. Okay, okay, sir.
And okay. And have you heard about goodwill?
Yes, I have heard of
Goodwill.
goodwill.
Is there any monetary value assigned to this concept goodwill?
Only when we are selling our company, actual value of goodwill comes into play. Only during only while merger or acquisition of a business.
Where it will be shown? Either in a profit and loss account or balance sheet. Where it is
In
shown?
balance sheet. In balance sheet.
In balance sheet on asset side.
Yes. No. Yes, yes. No, sir. It will be on liability side.
No, ma'am.
It's on
It
asset
is
side.
definitely a asset, goodwill. Whatever reputation a certain company has earned, it is measurable in the monetary terms.
Yes, sir.
That is what we call goodwill. It
Okay,
is
sir.
always shown in the balance. It is always shown in the balance sheet.
Yes. Okay. Thank
Uh,
you, sir.
One question. Uh, Please explain contingent liability.
Okay.
Contingent liability and where it is shown.
Contingent liability. Actually, contingent liability is a reserve fund that a company keeps in case of emergencies.
In case
So
of emergencies. Okay.
it is shown on asset side, or it is shown on liability side.
Take your time. Take your time. I can rethink on this question. Where is where is the accounting treatment of this contingent liability? Where will show?
Contingent liability. No. First, it will come in P&L account. Uh, First, if we are setting a reserve for that particular year, first we are going to on the left hand side of P&L account, and then we are going to show it on the right hand side of balance sheet.
No, Pratiksha. Contingent liability is neither a part of trading account, profit and loss account, or balance sheet. Nowhere it is shown. It is just shown as a footnote just below balance sheet.
Okay, okay, I didn't know that.
Okay. And mm, have you heard about BC SBI code?
No,
BC
sir.
SBI code.
No, sir, I have not heard.
Okay, okay. Wish you all the best. I'll pass this question to our next member.
Okay.
Either
Pankaj,
Prerna ma'am will ask you question or Pankaj sir.
Pankaj sir, please start.
Yes. Okay. Uh, Good evening, Pratisha.
Good evening.
So where do you belong to? UP, it's near Manipal, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which college have you done for graduation?
In SMS College of Baroda University.
Okay. So I've seen your academic record. That's great. So first of all, please tell me, how do you differentiate a hedge fund and mutual fund?
Hedge fund and mutual fund. Okay. A hedge fund. I don't really know. So I know mutual funds are actually they are a pool of securities that people actually invest, expecting higher rate of returns.
Okay.
I don't know what hedge funds.
So can you please tell me something about this concept of bad banks, which is
Okay.
recently circulated in the market?
Um,
How it, yeah, can you please tell me this about bad banks concept?
a bad bank are those banks which has high percentage of NPAs, non-performing assets.
No, that is not bad bank. I think it's recently been proposed. The, so I want what exactly because yours has a bad, so it's a bad bank. Thing like
Highest non-performing asset.
no, bad bank is not that. Bad bank is a concept trying to buy NPAs from different banks, try to uh, try to clear the balance sheet of different banks, trying to help for the
Yes, sir.
in Indian banking process.
Yes.
Anyway, can you please tell me, Basel
Basal norms, yeah, sir. I have heard of it, but I don't have much idea about it.
so when do you think it started? Basel Accord? After which great event it was started? It
Uh,
was proposed to be come into effect.
was it after nationalization of banks?
No, it was after 2007-8 subprime mortgage crisis that was globally um, occurred. So after that, this Basel Accord came into existence. So uh, can you please tell me some? Okay, tell me one thing. How do you think this? Uh, Recently, there is so much about the Fed policy, Fed interest rate policy. So how do you think that is going to affect Indian financial markets?
Which scheme, sir? I
Yeah.
did not.
Recently, you must have heard that U.S. Fed is trying to increase. Okay.
Sir,
So how do you think
buffering,
that is
sir.
going to?
Sir, it's buffering.
Hello.
It's buffering, sir, from your side.
Oh, okay, okay. इशू ऑडिबिलिटी का इशू है थोड़ा सा.
Audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, but it buffers in between.
You can hear me, Pratyush?
Can you hear me, Pratiksha? This is Pratyush.
Yes, I can hear you, but I
Hmm.
can't hear Pankaj sir properly. Like
Okay.
I did not understand
एक
what he
एक एक काम करते हैं. पंकज प्रेरणा को बोलते हैं थोड़ा सा बात कर लेने के लिए कि क्या है मैटर,
ठीक
तो
है,
उससे उनसे देख ले, फिर आप कंटिन्यू कर लीजिएगा.
ठीक है, ठीक है.
Hi Pratiksha,
hello, ma'am.
congratulations for clearing your IBPS mains.
Thank you.
Okay, Pratiksha, you have written in your hobby that it's surfing Quora, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me, when was it launched?
It was launched in 2012. It was launched around that time, 2012, 13.
10, 2010.
2010.
Okay. Okay. So is does Quora have any relationship with Facebook? Any
Not with
connection with Facebook?
Facebook. Not with Facebook, ma'am. I don't think so.
Okay. Who are the founders of Quora?
I don't remember their name
They
properly.
are the former employees of Facebook. Okay. 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 Tell me, what are the some of the favorite topics that you usually search on Quora or you read?
Okay, actually, I was a writer on Quora back in 2016.
Okay.
And since that time, like I like creative writing. I like to read about people's experience in various life events or some life hacks and how they face certain situations. I just read this, and I have also read about IBPS.
Okay. And so, do you get any upvotes in that answer
Yes,
whenever you write?
yes. In
Yeah.
2016, I used to get top writer, but since then I'm not writing.
Okay. What was your reader base then?
Readers.
Reader base and how
Okay.
many?
So, back at that time, I had 4,000 followers,
Okay.
but since then I'm not writing.
Okay. So you are completely not into Quora now.
No, I'm just reading. I'm not
Okay.
writing.
Okay. Okay. So can you give any of the most interesting or in any way peculiar, humorous, anything, any story or any answer that you have read or not written but read? Can you
Okay.
tell?
Yes,
Remember?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I had read about a fiction story, a imaginative story of a person. Um, His name was Shashi Dar something. He's a top writer of Quora too. So he has said he has just written a haunted story
Okay.
uh, about how he was traveling in an airplane and how he had met a woman there, and how he then met her in a hotel, and it was a chain of several coincidences, ma'am. And then
Okay.
he realized that it's just a dream. It's just an imagination.
Okay. Okay. Good. So tell me, in your opinion, why people go and search anything on Quora when you have Google search engine that is like the ocean of knowledge and everything. So how is it different from Google, and why do people prefer or go to Quora even?
Okay, actually, for a single question, we can find multiple answers on Quora. So that is the reason. And second reason is normal Google. While we search in Google, we come across various articles, but we don't connect with the reader because the reader might be some influential person. He's not like we don't actually know the person, or they're not from our class or our group. But in Quora, like we can actually connect with them because. Um, we can also search for the other answers, and we can actually connect with them because they are from the same group or same interest group.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. And you write that you love reading fictional books, right?
Yes, yes.
Which one is your favorite till now? The book that you have read?
Fictional, my favorite are Harry Potter series, and I
Okay.
also like A Song of Ice and Fire and The Lord of the Rings.
Okay. And who is the best author according to you? I mean, who's your favorite?
In fiction books, actually, it's J.K. Rowling itself
Okay, Harry Potter.
because she wrote my favorite books. And in non-fiction, I'm reading Indomitable,
Mm-hmm.
so I really like it. It was
Okay.
released last month.
So what do you like in their writings?
Indomitable. Indomitable was written by SBI chairman Arundhati Bhattacharya. That is her first biography, and she tells beautifully. It's like really engaging how she grew up and how she had to face so many challenges.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
really beautiful, and
Okay.
it gives me hope.
If you write and read, you must know a storyline. What is a storyline, right?
Yes, yes.
How important is it storyline is to a book or any article or any?
A storyline. Actually, everything depends upon storyline, the character, and everything. So I
Mhm.
think it's highly important.
What else? Characters and what else does a storyline comprise of?
Climax of a novel, or how a character is related to other characters, and all the
Mhm.
fine prints. Actually, it's like a blueprint of a novel or a book.
Yeah. Yep.
Like for
Uh, Suppose you want to become the best-selling author.
yes.
What steps or what are the procedure that you will follow?
Actually, yes, I will first think very hard about the idea,
Mhm.
and then actually I get excited very soon. So I'll try to have the same idea for 3 consistent months before I pen down a novel, and
Okay.
then I will start developing characters in a blank sheet first.
Mhm.
How and the family line of the character. I'll develop that first, and then I'll sit down and start writing.
So how are you going to learn? Many people write, right?
Yes.
And how it's going to be become a bestseller then?
Um, Actually, the key to that is our writing itself. So,
Mhm.
and we need interesting and a unique topic to write on. So once we have that, I think everything will fall into
But
place.
do you think without marketing or without publishing it, it will become a bestseller or it will even reach to even a tens of people or hundreds of people? Do you think that?
No, marketing is very much important. I
Yeah,
feel that.
yeah. So you have an experience in digital publishing also?
Yes.
What types of softwares do you use to use or
No, I don't use any softwares, but just I look into Google's most searched keywords of a certain topic, like SEO. It's called engine optimization. So
okay?
I search for what the most searched keywords for a particular topic is, and then write my article around that. So my main intention while doing that is to get the article on the first page of Google.
Okay. So, do you have any article like as such that you have written or?
Yes, I've written many articles, but all those are not my property because it's a contract that I think.
Okay, okay. So, how do you think you have a very enormous interest in reading and writing? How do you think it's going to help you in banking industry when you will be?
Okay. Actually, writing it's very similar to communication. So if we are good writer, then it's actually when most people who are good writers are good speakers too. So I can relate very much to the consumer base and customer base, and I can motivate them or inspire them to do certain things. I can pitch up products properly to them as I'm a good writer. So that is the thing. And the second, reading helps. Actually, reading by reading, we actually enter a different world, different imaginative world. Where, actually, sometimes that might be the real incidents too. So
Mm-hmm.
it will help me understand different people, different perceptions of and what they are actually thinking. So I think it will really be beneficial in actually connecting to the customer base.
Do you really think the writers are good speakers also?
Yes, I believe that. Yes.
Many writers are very like they wants to write because they are not very good at speaking or they are not very good at communicating through or orally verbally. So they used to write. They used to put their emotions and everything on paper just because they don't like to speak or they like to communicate that much. So
Yes.
don't you think that this is also the scenario, or you think that most of the people are who are writers are speakers, good speakers?
Ma'am, with all due respect, I still think that most of the good writers are good
Okay,
communicators.
that's good. So, you have a very good writing and reading skills, suppose, and as you said, you're not very good with datas, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, you were bad with factual and datas, but banking industry has an ocean of datas. It's going
yes.
to have multiple customer base. It's multiple interest rates are there. How are you going to cope up with that, or how you are going to overcome this?
Okay, ma'am. Actually, what I meant was that I'm very bad at memorizing the data, but
Hmm.
actually love data. For example, while doing my weight loss journey, I used to measure myself every day, and I used to make charts of my weight loss journey so that it inspires me. So I'm very data obsessed, but I don't remember data much.
Okay, but suppose a customer come and he asks you, or suppose any senior comes and asks you,
Yes,
you
but
have to be very at you have to keep the data at the tip of your tongue. You cannot say that I will check and I'll come back, right?
yes, yes,
So how
ma'am.
are you going to overcome these issues?
Uh, oh, ma'am, while I lack at memorizing, I'm a very good note maker. So I can comprise a whole book in 2, 3 pages. So I will use my note taking abilities to my advantage, and
Hmm.
that is how I'll make points so that everything is available at tip of my finger.
Will you be able to carry that notebook
Yes,
everywhere?
but I have
Okay.
digital softwares, ma'am.
Ah, yeah, it's okay. Um okay. That's it from my side, I think.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Pankaj, sir.
Pankaj sir.
Okay. So am I audible now? Pratyush?
Yes, sir, but it's still buffering, so
Still buffering. You are
yes.
able to hear me, Pratyush?
Yeah, it's
Yes, sir.
हाँ तो थोड़ा इशू हो रहा है मतलब
इंटरप्शन है उनके वॉइस में थोड़ा।
हाँ इंटरप्शन है थोड़ा सा
Mhm.
वो टूट टूट के आ रहा है मेरा भाई वॉइस जो है
Interruption here.
हम्म
Okay. Uh, okay. Anyways,
अभी ठीक है नाउ इट्स ओके
okay.
थोड़ा
So please tell me what I was asking that how do you think Fed interest rate policy is going to impact the Indian industry?
Fed impact.
Currently, yeah, currently you must be aware that Fed is going to hike the interest rate in 2020.
Fed
2000, this year, Fed is going to increase the interest rate. So how do you think it is going to impact the Indian financial industry
sir,
or Indian financial markets?
Okay. Sir, what is Fed? I don't understand what Fed is. Are you talking
US
federal?
Federal Reserve, US Federal
Okay,
Reserve.
Federal Reserve. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, sir. Yeah. Sir, when U.S. Federal Reserve they increase their interest rate, then most of the U.S. businessmen who want to actually earn from their this they invest in India because India has a good interest rate. That is why many investors invest in India. So I think it is going to be a huge boost for manufacturing industry.
Especially, please tell me on its impact on the Indian financial markets.
Okay, financial markets. Okay. When we get more funds into India through foreign funds, it is going to have a great impact on forex reserves, and our rupee will be appreciated when we receive funds because the trust in rupee it will be very much increased. And that is how it's going to affect financial markets. And second thing is the growth GDP rate of our country and the contribution of manufacturing in GDP that will also increase. Sir.
See, I'm trying to know your views on Indian financial markets, say, for example, equity market, bond market. So, what impact is going to have on, say, Indian equity market? Can you please be specific on Indian equity market?
Okay. Indian equity market. So many venture capitalists will invest in a startups. So that is how equity market is going to get benefited through venture capitalists. Even a budget talks about this that venture capitalists they have a high contribution to our infrastructure too.
So let me tell you. See, if the Fed increases interest rate, so a lot of FIIs, foreign institutional investors, will take their money out of the Indian equity market and they would prefer to invest in US market again. So the foreign flow of fund will be lower if the interest rate increases in the US markets. Okay, so it will have the negative impact on the Indian equity market.
Okay. Yes, yes,
Anyway,
sir.
please.
Fed. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, I am sorry. I got confused that it increased. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So please tell me. Uh, Recently, there's so much hue and cry on this cryptocurrency. Finance minister, you must have heard that in this budget, he has those tax on
Again, the same
assets.
problem is happening, I think. The same buffering issue is happening.
I heard just cryptocurrency. Sir
Yeah,
was
this
asking.
let me stop the video. Fine. So,
Sir. Yes, sir.
am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'm saying that recently finance minister in this budget
Yes,
talked about proposing taxation on crypto assets. Okay.
yes, sir.
And then there was a huge hue and cry in the market that is it legal or not legal or something like that. So what
Yes.
do you think that taxing a product validates its legality or not? What's your view?
So, our central government is completely silent on that issue. Even when experts ask our finance minister, she refused to give any arguments regarding that issue. But still, I think that taxing 30% tax on cryptocurrency is a good move because actually it will deter cryptocurrency investors. So
My question precisely is that taxing cryptocurrency, does it make it legal or illegal? Something like that. What's your view on that
it
particular
does
point?
not make it anything, sir. It does not make it either legal or illegal.
Okay, thank you. So please tell me, do you know ETF?
ETF, electronically traded fund.
No, exchange traded fund.
Exchange traded fund. Okay.
You have heard of exchange traded fund?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you describe what it is?
So, exchange traded fund. The value of that fund depends upon a basket of foreign currencies. So,
Okay, okay, okay. Please tell me, what is the present market value of value and future value.
I'm not able.
Concept of present value and future value.
Um, sir.
Sir is asking about present value and future value.
Okay. Uh, is the expected value that a commodity is expected to earn in future, the returns it is expected to earn in future.
So which one is more, future value or present value?
Future value is more, sir.
Can you please any uh, future value is less than present value?
So I don't know, sir. I don't recall
Okay.
any examples.
Yes,
Sir, actually, diamond. If a diamond is discovered in African mines, then it will have the future value of diamond will be less than present value of diamond.
no, that is I'm talking in financial entity, financial products. That you have a present value. Suppose you have 100 rupees,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
and then if you invest it, and then it becomes say 120 rupees after
Yes,
3 years.
yes.
Okay, so this concept of present value and future value, I just wanted to know that in both cases, in which scenario the future value would be less than present value. My
Uh,
question was.
okay. If inflation is more than the interest percentage, then future value will be less than the present value.
Okay, really, that's really appreciable that you answered this question, because yeah, it happens when interest rate comes negatively, the future value
Yes.
is less than the present value. Okay, uh, can you please tell me something about how this current Russia-Ukraine crisis is going to impact this Indian financial markets?
Current which crisis, sir?
Yeah, crisis.
Which crisis? I did not hear.
Russia-Ukraine crisis.
Russia-Ukraine crisis.
So
Russia
how this crisis?
Ukraine crisis is, I hope you have heard about this word.
Yes.
Russia and
Crime.
Ukraine has got some issues, and America is involved in that in other way, Russia is involved in that other way. And how does it going to impact the Indian financial
Indian
market?
financial market. Yeah.
Sir, I don't know, sir, but I think that defense products of a country, if we sell our defense products to them in this war, if we finance that, I mean, if they purchase from us, then it will be having a positive impact. Or I don't know.
I actually hope that Russian crisis, this will oil prices, energy prices go higher, and
Yes.
then it will have a negative impact on Indian government side also, Indian economic side also, Indian financial markets also. Okay. So you I had a look at your profile, and you have also mentioned statistics, right? Uh,
Yes, sir.
so can you
It's
please
just
tell me? Yeah. So can you please tell me, say, for correlation is for two variables, correlation is zero.
okay.
That
Uh,
means they are uncorrelated. If the
Correlate.
correlation coefficient is zero, does
Pankaj,
it mean
I
they are
think you are
uncorrelated?
not audible properly. The interruption is very much in your connectivity.
Okay. Can you hear me, Pratik?
Yes, sir, but it's buffering a lot. I'm not.
Let me switch off my video and let me continue on.
Okay, okay, sir.
So is it better?
Yes, sir.
Somewhat.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Now it's better.
Okay. So please tell me, I was asking that if correlation between two variables is zero, correlation coefficient between two variables is zero, does it
Okay.
mean they are uncorrelated?
Mm, I don't know, sir. I think no, sir. I think they are uncorrelated.
You think if they are uncorrelated if the correlation coefficient is zero?
Yes, so I don't know, sir. I don't know.
Okay, fine. See, correlation coefficient basically measures the linear relationship between two variables. But even if this is zero, it doesn't tell you anything about the higher order relationship between them. It means that only the linear relationship is G.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay. Can you please tell me what is the kurtosis of a normal distribution? Normal distribution curve?
I don't know, sir.
Okay,
No.
okay, fine. Okay, fine. Not a problem. So, do you know VIX? VIX in Indian market? VIX, what is VIX?
No, sir, I have not heard.
Volatility index?
No, sir, I don't know.
Okay. Uh, Tell me one thing that you know SEBI. SEBI, you must be knowing SEBI, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So, does unlisted companies come under the purview of SEBI?
Which companies?
Unlisted companies?
Yes, sir, it comes under SEBI.
Unlisted companies come under the purview of SEBI.
Yes, sir, SEBI covers all stock exchange, all companies. Yes, sir, I think so.
No, so what is the difference between listed and unlisted securities?
Listed are those which are listed in any of the stock exchange, Bombay or National. Unlisted are not listed.
So SEBI is the authority for listed or unlisted.
Both, sir. It regulates both.
No,
For
because
to get listed, we need SEBI approval.
generally SEBI looks up label. SEBI is the authority for the listed ones, unless and until something. If an unlisted company collects money from the public, okay, more
Okay.
than 50 people, till
Okay.
then, unlisted securities do not come under the purview of SEBI. Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
sir.
okay. And you know, okay, tell me. Recently, there was a move by Reserve Bank of India to. Okay. Let me tell me. Do you know SIDBI or NABARD?
Yes, sir. I know. I know.
Do they come under the purview of Basel regulatory norms in India?
I don't think so, sir. I think Basel is limited to banking.
No, in 2021, RBI has made a move to consider NABARD, SIDBI, and all these national housing banks under the purview of Basel. So, what is the philosophy of Basel? I just want to understand what is the philosophy of this Basel regulatory um, um,
It
compliance.
is to ensure that banks maintain a minimum standard criteria to avoid liquidation or any crisis. I think it means that all banks should come in par with financial. I mean, foreign financial institutions too. I mean, there should be a standard for all financial institutions.
Why? What is the motive? What is the main objective of implementing this Basel
To
requirements
have
on banks?
to have a safe cover in times of emergency.
It is basically for the risk management of the bank. You should have the risk capital. Okay, so banks would have enough buffer in terms of its capital compared to its risk-weighted assets. So, do you know tier one and tier two capital of the bank?
No, sir, I have no idea.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So, thanks, Pratiksha, for your time, and
Thank you, sir.
it was nice talking to you. So, please, Pratyush
Yeah.
Priyadarshi, please.
Yeah, I will ask one or two questions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Uh, have you gone through the budget of your state? The state budget.
No, sir, I have not gone through state budget.
Do you know? Do you know Kittur Rani Chennamma scheme?
No, sir, I don't know about that. No,
You don't know.
sorry.
It's your state scheme, child care scheme is there for 100 for the construction laborer child. Okay, so you must be knowing that. And can you tell me that how much amount? Okay, you are not aware of your state budget and also I should not proceed with that. Uh, See, you told that good writers are good speakers. Okay,
Yes, sir.
is vice versa is also right, or what you think about it?
Um, Sir, no, sir, vice versa is not true
How?
because Because communication skill is different from writing skill. Because while we write, we recollect our thoughts in our mind. So as we write more, we tend to recollect our thoughts faster and faster. That is how good writers eventually become good speakers. But
Okay.
good speakers, I don't think that is true, because yeah, they can write but not creative. I think that.
One last question. What is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana?
Mudra Yojana. It is collateral free loan for Mudra is Micro Unit Development Regulatory Authority, and it is it to provide collateral free loans to people under three categories. First is Shishu Yojana up to 50,000. Then there is Kishore Yojana up to 5 lakh, and then there is Tarun Yojana up to 10 lakh. So it is really helpful for people who want to start their own ventures or start their own cab facility by buying a vehicle, such things.
One person who approached me with his Aadhaar card and told that Modi ji has told that with this Aadhaar card I can take the loan of around 10 lakhs. Okay. What is your opinion about that? This is the real incident which I'm, uh, sharing with you. What is your opinion? You, if you were the branch manager, what the do you know? What are the documents you should ask from that person? Are you do you have knowledge related this documentation of that Mudra Yojana related loans?
Documentation also, but I think you should check the CIBIL score of that person
Hmm?
and his personal history, that has he defaulted on any loans in the past.
Okay.
So if he has a bad track record, I think we should not proceed because it might continue.
Okay. Tell me one thing. The government of India, uh, in at many platforms, they said that they have generated 1.27 crores of jobs through Mudra loan. What is your opinion about this statement?
So yes, the government of India has already made high claims, but I think that the underemployment in such categories will be more, or jobless employment too will be more, because the person there might be many people who are self-employed who have themselves acquired these loans, and they might be in loss too. So I don't think it will give a clear picture.
No, I am asking that what is, give me a straightforward answer that whether this statement is giving the right picture or wrong picture.
No, sir, it is giving a distorted picture.
Okay, so the person who has been given the loan are not said to be should not said to be employed. That's your
Yes,
reason.
yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, Pratiksha, it's done from ourselves. We'll take some 10 minutes and you will have to reconnect with us for feedback and all. Okay?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
you have got the time, no issues.
yes,
You
sir.
don't have
Yes,
any
sir.
issue.
No, sir. No.
Okay, after 10 minutes, we will again reconnect it. And
Yes,
you
sir.
do one thing, we'll send you the code either through the message or through mail. Then you reconnect it. We'll think about it. Okay?
Yes, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, Pratiksha.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.